What's going on, everyone? So we are moving inside of the workshop now to finish this last and final episode of the workshop build. I'm super excited to get this finished. So the first thing I need to think about is what inside of the walls or the rafters need to be finished. So I'm going to be running electrical. I'm going to be adding a radiant barrier. I already started with the airflow, so I have holes drilled in the bird blocking so the air can flow up the rafters and out the ridge. I have a few other accessories to add, including an extractor fan over here. Once that's done, then I have some shelving and some pegboard and all the other things to keep the tools and supplies organized. So first step, get everything in the walls done and move on to the plywood. So I have everything done inside of the walls and the ceiling, ready to go ahead and start putting up the plywood. So a few things that I did was running all of the electrical, the outlets. I have the outlets just above counter height because that's where I want to have access to them. I also put in the extractor fan, the radiant barrier. I left more space on top because I want to have it more effective at reflecting summer heat than keeping winter heat in. However, I did leave enough space for it to do that. I also put in some backing in this corner. I had to finish framing a little bit up there and these back corners here. And that's just because when you do frame, there will always be in the corners one side that doesn't have any backing. Aside from those things, I did put on the front sconces. So this is done here and on that side. Those lights are hardwired in. That's just kind of the design that I wanted because the front lights and the uppers here are going to be motion censored. Now, if I ever wanted to, I could just turn off the breaker because I have the lights on their own dedicated line. So that back there is the sub panel for here. It runs all the way into the house, and I have two lines inside of the shop. So I'm ready to go ahead and start putting in the plywood. I'm going to use a panel lift. Mainly because I'm doing this myself, so that's the way I can get it done. Everything on the inside is ready for paint. I went ahead and put up a pegboard wall on this side so that it is all matched, all color drenched. I'm going to be doing Sherwin-Williams Urban Bronze on the inside. So I have a little bit of masking to do, not a whole lot because everything's the same color. paint is done on the inside and I love it. I love Urban Bronze. I've used it before. It's one of my favorite colors. I have all the outlet covers in. Everything's cleaned up. I do need to put in all of the workbenches and bins and things to be able to actually store in here. So I'm gonna get started on that, including put a new layer on this floor. Now I say flooring, but I'm actually gonna go with the smooth side of OSB. To me, it just feels and looks like work. So that's a personal preference of mine. Also, if I ever wanted to replace the floor, I'm gonna screw it in so I could unscrew it and put a whole new layer down. And just like that, the shop is done and I am excited. I'm excited, one, because it's done, but two, because everything seemed to fit the way that I had planned. I have room for tools, I have room for supplies. I did quite a few drawings to make sure that I maximize this space, and I think that I definitely achieved that. So I'll do a shop tour video here in the near future. Until then, I can't wait to get some projects done and put this shop to use.